Hello, today in GSA, Game Sequence Analysis, we look at a very old but classic and important sequence. Final Fantasy VII is considered to be the masterpiece from Japan when it comes to RPGs. A game that has so many great points, it is hard to really find today a legitimate criticism. One particular element that always stands out in cinematics of Japanese games are the aesthetics. And that's what we'll try to see here today, because they make those games very emotionally immersive. And I decided to look in deep into a sequence that made this game break a lot of hearts back in the day. Here it is, the death of Aeris. Cloud, after he left his party members, climbs the steps of the podium. The scene goes red, makes it visible that Sephiroth now controls Cloud's actions. I must point the interest of the viewer. Look how the frame overlooks the heroes. This makes us feel the tension of the moment. This type of overview perspective builds tension. The light goes back to normal. In general, the light in this sequence is used to make and mark key elements. Cloud turns his head. This emphasizes the conflict. Now he stands in the middle of the frame. We see that he will be the acting element of the upcoming moment. He draws his sword. The question is, will he swing? Vincent and Sid, outside of the frame, stop the hero from making a big mistake. The sword stops just before hitting the girl. Obviously, depending on who you have with you in your party, those people will try to stop you. Look at the face. Aeris is so deeply in the prayer that she's not moving an inch. Cloud takes a few steps back, shakes his head. The line speaks for itself. He is not willing to take the swing again. We jump into the cinematic. Again, Aeris deeply praying. Look how the frame is positioned. She is in the lower part, making the moment emphasize and highlight the fact that she's kneeling. She raises her head. Big green eyes, she looks in front of her. Camera now jumps to Cloud. We can suspect that the characters are looking directly, face to face. And now the light. A stream of light gently underlines the seriousness in Cloud's face. A dolly moves straight at Aeris. She smiles. Again we have the light, and the camera frames to the top. And we finally see the antagonist in the center of the frame. Look how the camera move connects Aeris to Sephiroth. The danger becomes obvious. The camera changes the angle and now we accompany Sephiroth in his descent. Only now we see the sword in his hand. This framing makes it obvious that he is targeting her. And now we see the descent from upper angle. He grips the sword even harder to make the striking even more precise. Light from above, the sword pierces through the body. She does not even have the strength to rise. Her head moves quickly to the front, her eyes close for a brief moment. This angle is quite extreme. This is a type of shot that we call an extreme perspective. From the low angle we see the light in the upper part of the frame. We see the sword and we see it right through her. But we don't see eyes. We don't see his eyes or hers. Finally, close up on the face. Here we have the murderer. He looks at Cloud, and to boost, he smiles. The sword moves, and the man in the black releases the dying body. We have a change in music. The light from the back makes it obvious that she's not here anymore. Aeris is on her way to the afterlife. The ribbon falls from her hair, and the pearl, we know this is the white matter, freely drifts away. Look how the light reflects in all directions here. She was an angel, and we know that much. The pearl drops all the way down to the water, showing how her soul is not here anymore. Thanks for watching.